Pulp Crazy. House of the Dragon Season 1 Episode 4 was a little bit different of an episode. The only action scene we really get is at the beginning, when Rhaenyra is hearing her marriage proposals from various lords. And we get our first look at the Westerosi version of the Hatfields and McCoys, with the House Bracken and House Blackwood feud. The Blackwoods and the Brackens have been rivals. They've been feuding forever. And that's going to continue on, especially if HBO decides to adapt the first Blackfire Rebellion in future House of the Dragon episodes. But we're still a few generations of Targaryen monarchs away from that point. But I think this opening scene with the young Blackwood running through the older but still young Bracken could serve as a kind of foreshadowing or setup for what we're eventually going to see between those two houses generations from now. And it also showcased the pre-existing rivalry. Bottom line, this is not the first or the last we're going to hear about the Blackwoods versus the Brackens. As for the rest of the episode, I thought it was pretty good. Even though the content matter is creepy, that's just the way House Targaryen does things. If we're all going to watch a show about them, this is just something that we're going to have to stomach and sit through, I guess. I did enjoy the scene where Daemon returns, bends the knee to his brother, offers him up the crown of the Stepstones. That's straight out of George R.R. Martin's lore. One of my favorite images in the Worlds of Ice and Fire is this scene where Daemon presents the crown to Viserys. Overall, I'm happy with how this scene turned out. My favorite part amongst all the creepy Rhaenyra and Daemon scenes was when they go out into King's Landing and they're in disguises. Daemon's in a cloak. Rhaenyra's just like a street urchin. That's probably the closest we're going to get to seeing Fritz Leiber's Lankhmar at night on any semblance of television or film. Part of me wonders how feasible it would be for a production company to go in and film some Fawford and Grey Mouser material in between Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon seasons to make use of these sets. Just cast your Fawford and Grey Mouser, fill a few supporting roles, and have the crew and extras stick around and keep working. Because King's Landing could definitely pass for Lankhmar, no problem. That's basically all what I have to say about this episode, to be honest. I knew the uncle-niece incest angle was coming. I didn't expect it to be quite this soon. And I didn't realize that Daemon coming back and then getting tossed out again happened that quick. But I'm hoping to see some more action scenes next episode. And I really expect this storyline to kick into high gear in the next 1 or 2 episodes. As I said before, this is leading to a pretty epic storyline, but just not all the pieces are on the board yet. Pulp Crazy is located at pulpcrazy.com. I'm facebook.com/pulpcrazy, and I'm at pulpcrazy on Twitter and Instagram.